Okay, awesome. So I changed the audio and this is on. So we're doing the review for Master. Like I said, I'm at the Black Bear Diner. So I'm just going to read this aloud. So Master review, get thee to an HBCU. What a good pun. I made that claim too. Okay, so Regina Hall anchors this horror movie debut from Mariama Diallo set on a New England college campus. So it's just like a picture. So that's Liv and that's Gail. Those are the name of the characters in the film. I watched it again last night. So yes, I do feel like I know all the things. Master. The lives of three black women entwine like ivy in Master, a horror movie with a psychological bent set on the campus of Ancaster, a fictional college in New England. What befalls them may offer a cautionary lesson on racial microaggressions. Get thee to a historically black college. But what proves most promising in this debut feature from the writer-director Mariama Diallo is the eerie, potent space she creates and holds for her leads to tease the nuances and twists of being a successful black woman. There are no black men here in a racially vexed institution. Okay, so let's unpack this for a second, because when I saw it, I saw myself and I saw Camille, and immediately I called Camille because I think other black people do not understand how we have existed in primarily white spaces, not just campuses, because primarily white institutions like universities are one thing, but I'm talking about spaces like whole teams, companies, organizations, other groups that are affiliated outside of campuses. Like 90% of our lived experiences are in primarily white spaces, and actually there are no black men. So I didn't even pick that up, that there weren't any, because the whole experience of watching the film was so normalized for me that I didn't even notice that they weren't even there. So it's interesting that she actually writes that. Regina Hall brings her customary subtlety to the role of Gail Bishop, the first black master of one of the school's residential houses. Amber Gray does clever work as Liv Beckman, a strident professor whose tenure track ambitions may get derailed, and Zoe Renee captures the fragility of eagerness as Jasmine Moore, a freshman stuck in a haunted dorm room with a closeted roommate. Yeah. Each woman occupies a different place in the college's hierarchy. Each is buffeted by the disquieting goings on. Some tensions appear to be supernatural. Stories about a witch who haunts the campus and zeroes in on one unlucky freshman each new year are passed down. Other anxieties are tweaked by the historically rooted atmosphere of bias. Ancaster's first black student committed suicide in 1960s, for instance, and Jasmine looks to be the target of a racist act. Master has its share of jump scares as well as the gaslighting feints of a thriller. The tight-smiled approbation and conspiratorial glances of Gail's colleagues recall Rosemary's Baby, another film in which allyship is not what it seems. So there's a runtime of 1 hour and 31 minutes. Now, okay, that was extremely short, and I think it was really interesting just to hear someone else, and I believe this person who wrote this is not a black woman, but she does pull out high-level themes, and I think this is a good place to start from, because I have my own lived experiences, and I added to my notes last night like this already, the written piece, and maybe I'll submit this piece as like an opinion piece to the Times, because they do have editors who could like help me vocalize exactly what it is that I want to say. But Master does unpack a bit more than just that. It's not, oh, thank you so much. So, guys, so our French toast is here. Is there syrup? I don't, oh, there is syrup. So we've got bacon strips, and syrup. Okay, so I wanted to say that I thought the piece was actually going to be longer and more in depth. It's not, and that's fine. I don't think it's everyone's place to write these pieces about, stories that they don't understand, so they don't have the ability to unpack, but I do. And so I'm definitely going to unpack this more, but I wanted to say that, so I'm just going to leave it there for now. That's all that was written thus far, but I'm going to write more. All right, let's go.